easy when it's being said, right? It sounds very easy, but putting it into practice is the next thing. So sometimes, we just struggle with these things, and it results to challenges. It results to difficulties, frictions. We need a force higher than us to be able to overcome this. And what is that force? 2 Timothy 1-7 tells us. Can anyone read? Can anyone see? What is there? Neka, please.
The 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline.
Exactly. So it just means that when we are connected with God, when we are, united with Him, when we can offer our difficulties, our challenges, our weaknesses, our struggles to Him, He gives us the power, the love, the self-discipline that we need to be able to overcome. So I will ask you, where do you put God in your marriage? What position does God have in your marriage? Do you pray together as a couple? I know we pray individually, but do you find time to pray together as a couple? One thing that has helped Daddy Paul and I, we've been married now. On Friday we celebrated our 11th anniversary. Well, we didn't really celebrate. We just noted that the day had come because our son Jason was born on that same day, so we stole the show. Anyway, we took note of the day. So what has kept us going for 11 years? You may ask. At some point, we vowed to each other that we were not going to go to sleep without praying together. And it's not easy to pray when there's something in the air, right? When he didn't make up the bed in the morning and I'm still angry. So we have to clear the air, we have to deal with the stuff, and then we can pray. But I must confess that sometimes I'm still too angry to pray, and I just cover my head and I tell him, pray for me. Yeah. So, do you also play together? There's always this saying that the family that prays together stays together. The couple that prays together stays together. But what about playing together? What about playing together? Do you joke with each other? Or are you that very serious, just give very serious instructions, just, give very serious answers? And no, we try to play. We really try to play. Sometimes when I see that he's tensed up or he's even angry at me, I tickle him. And he laughs. And he does the same too with me sometimes. So it works. By all means, we need to find time to play together. We need to find time to spend time with each other. Most often, when we were planning this, many people asked us, can we come with the kids? Can we come with the kids? We thought about it because we were also wondering, where are we going to keep our own 5, But we decided that, no, let us really make this a day when we, couples, can see each other. It is very important. It doesn't always have to be, going to an expensive restaurant to eat something. Just take a walk in the neighborhood. Just go to McDonald's and order one hamburger and curtain share, with each other. It's all about just bonding, spending time together. So, and then, I just want us, in the course of the day, to think about how you, 32, I tried, just 2 minutes above. Wow. That's good. So we're done, right? This, oh my God. Okay, so these are just little things which make a huge difference, because we know that in life it's not the big things. It's not the big things that matter, right? Most often they're just the little things. So pray for your spouse, especially at those moments when you think that he or she doesn't deserve it, when you are so mad at her or so mad at him. Pray for her. Just offer one Hail Mary, one Our Father. Just gather yourself and say, God bless him, God bless her, because you are actually praying for yourself. We always tend to forget that we are one. Hug, touch each other throughout the day. Don't be too serious. Play. Find ways to just be lively. And give your full attention to each other. You know, we are living in this world of today, the smart generation. It's always, you know, Daddy, I'm going to say it. A few nights ago, I wanted us to go through the program, you know, just to make finishing touches. And I said, yeah, Daddy Paul, please come here, let's go through this program. And he said, okay, go ahead, I'm listening. And I had my laptop on my laps, and I started reading the program, and I was asking him, is that okay? Is that okay? And then he turned to me and said, oh, sorry, what did you say? And he was holding his phone in his hand, and he was swiping. His earphones were in his ears. So, and I was already so mad. I was so frustrated. I said, Daddy Paul, please, are you listening to me? He said, oh, yeah, I'm listening. I said, but you can't be listening to me, and you are, you know, fidgeting with your phone. And then he said, you shouldn't tell me how to listen to you. I'm listening. Anyway, I continued reading, and he continued asking me, what did you say? What did you say? And at some point, I just said, Daddy Paul, let's leave it. Then he put down the phone at that time. So let us really learn to give each other the full attention. You know, when your spouse comes in, when your spouse is talking to you, put down the phone. Close the computer. Show him, show her that he or she is important, that what he or she has to say is important, because it is very, very important. You know, in that way, you're also showing him that you are a priority. You are more important to me than this video that I'm watching, than this football match, than this audio that I'm listening to. So the last thing I'll give us for the road is, let us stop comparing ourselves to other couples. You know, sometimes you hear a husband saying, oh, and Timothy's wife is so, you know, she's so gentle, she kneels down for him when he's passing, and she does all sorts of things. And sometimes you also hear wives saying, oh, Cecilia's husband is so good, he brings her flowers, and he does all these things. You know, so let us stop comparing, because there's this saying that the grass is greener on the other side, but the electricity bill is also higher. You know, if Cecilia's husband was the right husband for you, or if Timothy's wife was the right wife for you, God would have given you Timothy's wife and not Laura. God would have given you Cecilia, or Cecilia's husband, and not Peter or whoever he gave you. And also, comparison just kills us, right? Because the moment you are compared to somebody, especially in the negative direction, it just kills your spirit. And you just want to even be worse than what they think you already are. So I think I'm done now. Right, Daddy? That was the last slide. So God bless you. Thanks so much for your attention. And let us just interact. If you have any question, if you have any contribution to make, we have 5 minutes. Let's just do that before we go to the next thing on our program. Yes, Chobin. Please.
All right, I want to congratulate you. And I'm really impressed with your honesty when you are giving your examples. You give, just like your, how would I say, your practical theology.
Yeah, practical theology.
You also give your practical examples. You're a pragmatist. So I do for my heart for you, and more grace to you. You know, more grace to your elbow is not the right thing to say. Yeah, so more grace to you, my sister. God bless you.
Thank you very much. God bless you too. Thank you for you're always encouraging me and guiding me and helping me. So I also really, really appreciate it. Thank you too. Yes.